Hi folks, good morning. Boy, I didn't think I'd get back to you this quickly. But yesterday I'm just putting my feet up, about ready to turn on some YouTubes and have a nice relaxing day. And sure enough, after I signed off with you, the phone rang. Joe, you busy? No, not really. Well, you are now. So clear the decks and some work is coming into you real fast and it's got to get out fast. Well, that's the usual story, but I'm sure glad to hear it. Means business is picking up just a little bit. Tonight's sky, nothing. It's all overcast, a little bit of rain, some lightning over Lake Michigan. That's interesting. But as far as the sky watch, pretty dull. All right, the job that came in is a very interesting one. The paper is extremely expensive. It's what we used to call crack and peel. It is an adhesive sheet backed by a backing that peels off. There's little cracks and you can peel off the back, and it's a label. However, in this case, they need them die cut. I only have one die, but it's a 2-up sheet. It's going to have to go through the press twice, 2 different setups. And the idea is to die cut the perimeter of the label in such a manner that it breaks free and peels off just like this. Ooh, it's had an aggressive adhesive. I don't know how in the world these chemists do it. Come up with a, it won't stick to this stuff, to the backing sheet, but it'll stick to everything else and it'll never come off. It's really very strong, very aggressive, very expensive. I don't know how they make this stuff. The research that had to go into it, the chemistry, the engineering, it means that this has to be expensive material. And it's heavy, it's really high quality. Comes $500 to a box. The box itself is expensive. It's a double wall layer of first quality corrugated, colored, expensive. This job has to be done well, and the big trick is I'm running it on a cylinder press, which means it's like a flatbed going back and forth with the cylinder rolling on top of it. Actually, the bed's going back and forth and the cylinder rolls with it. And that means that the die is flat on the bed, but it curves around, the sheet curves around, and it cuts in like that. Well, a cut line that is horizontal to the plane of travel of the cylinder has a contact line, a long area of contact at one given time, whereas the strips that go the other way roll on it like a pair of scissors, and it has a shear effect. The other one has sort of almost a bursting effect, cutting through. And so you have to very carefully make ready the die so that you can equalize the pressures between the part that goes around the cylinder and the part that is parallel to it. It's hard to explain, but it's the kind of thing that you got to deal with. Sometimes thousandths of an inch. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go get a micrometer and I'm going to figure this out. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. The thickness of the paper, this is double thick. Remember, we have the coating sheet on the back and the actual label stock on the front. The thickness, according to this guessometer here, is about 8.5 thousandths. Okay? A piece of Scotch tape folded over, thickness measured is about 4.5 thousandths. So a single sheet of tape is 2.25 thousandths. So that's pretty much what I use is 2 thousandths thick piece of tape behind the die in order to slowly build it up, sneak up on the correct pressures so that it cuts through just the top and not through the back sides, It can't cut all the way through, it'll fall out of the sheet. It's got to cut halfway through. So if I need a thousandth thickness behind there, I can use a cigarette paper. It's about 1,000th. But that means I have to go down to the store and pick some up because I don't have any here. Anyway, time to get to work. I'm going to half the job run through on one side, then I'm going to move the die over to the other side, do the second label, and then get it back out to the customer by late tonight or early tomorrow. Probably early tomorrow. I still don't have all of the stuff. The printer's still running it, and it'll be over in a few hours, I think. So it's off to work. I might stop in a little later and see you, and wish you a good day. Bye-bye. Well, here we go. This is the first time through. Stack of boxes. Gonna have to turn them around and get them out by the first thing tomorrow morning. Very, very good job. I love it when the stack of papers are as high as I am. Beautiful. Later. Hi, folks. Good to see you this morning. Mars, straight up. Very nice. Only problem with the atmosphere is it's humid, it's hot, it's going to be a miserable day today. I'm going to have the fans on full blast. Oh, can't wait for the weather to turn. Anyway, it's the end of August and it won't be long now. Well, that big old job is halfway to the customer by now. They picked up a partial. They're very happy, amazed they get it so quickly. I got to make sure to give everybody the best possible service. It's if you want to survive, that's what you got to do. And so, I'm really happy to see a little upturn in business, even though it is wearing me out a bit. An extra vitamin in the morning and I'm fine. Okay, today, numbering, more die cutting, and etc., 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 etc. I think I'm going to probably let you guys sit out in the air conditioning and enjoy the rest of the day while I deal with this, because I don't want you to see me suffer. It's terrible, and never let them see us sweat. And we're going to be doing some sweating today. I'll be back with you very shortly. It really is fun to talk to you in the morning, and I enjoy it a lot. I hope you enjoy it. Tell your friends. Anyway, until next time I see you, keep the faith.